to my wonderful show today. As we know that we are going to be talking about, well, I'm not going to say it, but I gotta say it anyway. COVID-19. Um, as I know that my intuition is where what's going to happen, and in my own intuition way, that's where we are going to see what's going to happen. Okay, and it's not going to be making you all scared, but the point is like you have to know what's going to happen. Really, as I'm going to say is like we are going to have a good time of knowing, because the point is where we gotta see things in my vision, basically, because we're all watching the news, and the news is saying it differently, and the news is going faster and faster, and they're calling it testing and all this jazz and all that stuff. But the point is like we are going to communicate in my way, where you're watching the videos that I'm making, because what's going to happen of my negotiation is where I'm going to talk about what or when or where of COVID-19 is, and which and about the second wave. We don't know what's going to happen with the second wave, but if we keep testing people and people and people and people, like what I heard from someone, meaning COVID-19, we can all have carriers of it. We don't know if we are feeling ill or not. The point is that virus is going after lots of people, like seniors, younger adults, kids, whatever it is. But you know what? We're all going to be thinking about positive here, not the negative, just the positive. And so before I get my own vision, we are going to tell you about these cards as well, because I'm going to show you these cards as a way. You only see my hands, not my face, but you're seeing a backwards BC shirt in the camera, but it's upward to me anyway. So the point is that we're going to get started. Like I say, if you like this video, keep watching. I'll make more videos. If you are suggesting some videos that you are suggesting, go ahead, suggest some videos. I might go after them, I might not. But the point is, keep paying attention to the videos, and so we're going to do that. And today it's going to be a good day to do it. This video, I'm doing it during this evening time on a Monday, so this will go on to a Tuesday morning. So just to let you know, and I'm only gonna say good morning when you're watching the video as well. So just let you know that this is for everyone around the world, or what city you might be in, what country you came from. But anyway, remember, just make a comment on my video saying if you like it. Go ahead and yeah. So here we go, and we are going to do this. So as my paper goes, this is basically paper. So I'm gonna have my way of knowing and understanding what's going to happen. So just be aware right now. Okay, so some are going to be upright cards and some might be reversed. We're going to do them by threes right now. So we have the strength card that's reversed. Okay, so we have reversed. We have we have the High Priest, and we have the Two of Cups. Now, Two of Cups is upright, High Priest, and the Strength card is reversed. Okay, so the point is, what is coming to the second wave of COVID-19 is, number one is you may be afraid. So you may be afraid of not knowing what the virus is. You don't know if you have it or not. But you may be afraid. Means that right now you're moving forward. The point is you're actually worried because and afraid because you don't know when the second wave is coming, right? And you only know about the first wave, right? You're almost going to be ending the first wave, but that will continue to go on to the second wave. And there's only 5 waves as well of COVID-19, so we're not out of it yet. That's what you hear on the news of Bonnie Henry saying we're not out of it yet, right? But those COVID cases are going up, at least in the United States as well, and Canada is maybe slightly going up as well. You don't really persist of it, but that's what you will know, right, and understand. So the point is about that. Two of Cups is basically you're bonding. You have close bonds is in your bubbles, right? And close bonds is actually going to relate to close bonds is your friends, your family. You know, you could be from 6 people, or it could be 10 people. That's the only amount what Bonnie Henry is saying, right? And just keep it in your bubble. Just keep it in your bubble, right? Just keep it in your bubble, because if you're not in your bubble, you only have going to be one person, and that's your bubble. If you have 2 people, then fine, right? But if you have more than that, just be aware of where you don't know if you are the friends carrying the virus and you don't know that, right? So just be aware of it, really, okay? So just understand that, right? And so you have to know a way of understanding, right? So just be modified of it, right? So just understand about it. So and the High Priest, this means that using your intuition, right? And this is my intuition of knowing what's going to happen. So just be aware of what's going to happen next. Okay. So those are already done. The next 3. So we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed, we have the Moon upright, and we have the Magician reversed as well. So as we know, that the reversed is this way. There we go. So you have the Moon that's upright. So let me put it there so you could see it. The 9 of Pentacles is basically reversed to me, but it's going to reverse to you as well. So be aware of it. So basically the point is, so if you have tools you need is washing your hands, right? So just be aware of that. Just keep washing your hands every day so you don't have the virus, if you have it or not. The second is caution is avoid danger. Avoid means that if you don't wash your hands, you can even get the virus as well. So just prepare yourself of just knowing your personal hygiene, right? Just keep that weighing above normal, meaning that you are above the water and not down the water, right? So you have to understand about that too. The 9 of Pentacles is basically, you basically knowing that, like, what I'm saying is that you have to know what's going to happen, right? So just knowing what's going to happen, right? When you look at this card, it means that it could be money in a way, but you have to know what's going to happen, right? So just like I say, just be prepared for yourself. Just be prepared, because you don't know when the second wave is coming, right? And we're on the first wave, if you know what I meant. But that's what we're doing, right? And so just understand the basic line of doing this properly. If you have your intuition, stick to that. If you have, if you are being cautious, avoid danger, or and avoid of, don't have too much people in your bubble, then stick to that, because that's what it is, right? So that's what I'm trying to say here. So just understand about that method, okay? And the last two of the cards, 1, 2, and 3. The Ace of Wands is reversed. Okay, so I'm just going to do that way. The Ten of Swords is actually upright, and the Fool is the Fool. Okay, so what it means is that the Fool card represents optimistic, is expecting good things to happen. And that's what it is, right? So expecting good things to happen, where you're gonna think about the positive, but don't think about the negative stuff. Okay, don't. It's basically what that is, right? So don't think about the negative stuff. Don't. And what I mean is that if you're in tune of your way of interpreting your own perspective way of staying positive, stay positive. Don't think about the negative and say, okay, I don't need COVID-19, blah, 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 I just stand, whatever. No, the point is, you have to understand that COVID-19 is out there. People who don't even understand COVID-19, they will get it, right? But if people know about COVID-19 and they understand what's going on, yeah, just wash your hands, have your own personal hygiene, get that over with. Staying 2 meters away between your family. Let's say that, for example. Stay away from your family for 2 feet, or 6 feet, whatever that is, right? So just remember that method, right? That's what it is, right? So just think about that, okay? So just think about that. The Ten of Swords is basically representing that well, immortality is where the first wave occurring of rising cases of the second wave on the new cases means the new death rate. So which means that we don't know that, okay, we're in the first wave of this COVID, okay, well, if we're going to be switching into the second wave sooner than later, then that means that those new cases are going to rise, meaning that when those cases keep going up and up and up, means that we're going to be heading into second wave trouble. Means that if we don't get this COVID-19 virus gone by that time, we are going to still be climbing that mountain, okay, for goodness sake. Because what's going to happen is that if those cases keep rising, like what the United States is, for example, they are having sheer bad luck right now because they need to understand about personal hygiene, they need to understand what's going to happen next, So there's several options really, right? So you have to understand that, and so like I say, it's like you have to understand what's going to happen, right? So just remember that. And so when I reveal the whole entire process, even if the cards were saying this and everything else, this is what I'm going to be interpreting. I don't know if you're liking it or not, but this is how I'm seeing it. Okay. Now I just told you about the number 8. Now this is what's going to happen. Okay. Please be caution, alert when the second wave comes. Be prepared for it. Be prepared. Because once when that second wave is, we might go back into the first phase or second phase. It doesn't really matter. But when that first phase comes, we're going to be stuck into our energy and not go and see your friends, your family, or whatever it is. Right? So be cautious of that. Okay, just be on alert. Right? Because, like I say, everything is opening up. Okay, that's fine. But if everything is going back where it used to be, like from March, April, May, maybe around April, February, and January, back in those months, is where we are going to be back into that phase 1, right? So be on alert, because that second wave could come. You don't know if it could come instantly or not. Right? So just be on alert for that. And when is the second wave exactly? You were uncertain what form it will take, and that means that you don't know if the cases keep coming up and up and up and up and goes up so much. That means that COVID-19 phase, well, back into phase 1, the second wave could come just after when COVID-19 first ends, meaning that from July 27th is now we are. But when it says what form it will take, will be the first day of autumn, means in 57 days COVID cases time, means that that'll be on September 22nd. And so if you do the math correctly, in 57 days, so that could be a couple weeks, okay? So just be prepared, because once when those weeks comes up, be prepared and be on alert. That's the only thing I can say. Okay, I know that I don't have very much time to talk about more, but I will talk about more until I get to the bottom of this, because the thing is that if we have our close bottoms, close bottoms, not bottoms, just remember about that, right? And if you have the tools you need, is washing your hands, right? Use sanitizer, use all that, right? Just remember about that, because like I say, when those cases climb, they will climb, right? So just remember, this is the last word I'm going to say, means that be prepared on COVID-19 on wave 2.